and welcome to the APAH News. I'm Alex Hilton.
And I'm Ellis Einhorn, and we're going to be doing a special report today at the Rhode Island School of Design Museum. And I believe we have Charlie Rego here. Charlie, can you hear me?
Good morning, Alice. I'm reporting live at the Ritzy Museum, and back of me is a portrait of a man from the Republican period in Rome.
Charlie, can you tell me a little about what you're seeing?
In the Roman Republic, power reserved to the people. Thus, it was only natural for the Roman society to embrace values concerning civic virtue, realism, and morality. As a result, it was common for Roman portrait sculpture to reflect these values. Prior to the birth of the Republic, portrait sculptures often exaggerated details in an effort to heighten a figure's prestige or to demonstrate a figure's strength or courage. However, Roman Republican portrait sculpture attempts to capture all the blemishes and wrinkles of a subject in order to emphasize the subject's authority and gravitas. This Roman Republican concept was known as verism, which stems from the Latin word for true. Thus, it was the Romans' intent to capture the wrinkles and other imperfections in an attempt to indicate gravity. In a time where civic virtue was extremely prominent, the Romans perceived age and gravitas as one of the most prestigious characteristics a person could contain. The portrait of a man's apathetic countenance and elderly features emphasized the figure's prestige to he and his family as well. The figure's many wrinkles indicate that the man has much experience and suggest that he was successful in his community, characteristics that stress the importance of civic virtue. The Roman portrait of a man's bald, stern look suggests that the figure was a success in battle, a significant aspect of Roman verism.
During the Republican period in Rome, there was a vast array of political and social change and activity. Rome had renounced their monarchical government and had instead adopted a senate and two consuls. By establishing a republic, a great social rift between the lower class, the plebeians, and the upper class, the patricians, had emerged, thus causing tremendous controversy throughout the state of Rome that would exist until the end of the republic. The culture of Rome commonly embraced values such as morality and civic virtue, on account of the fact that the Romans adopted a republican government. The primary focus of Roman society was to reject the personal interest and instead aim to help the community as a whole. The Republican period's portrait of a man embodies the history and the ideals of the Republican period in Rome. Powerful leaders and prominent public figures were typically the subjects of Roman portrait sculpture. However, many portrait sculptures captured the countenance and features of regular members in society. Since the Republican period's emphasis on gravity and age was significantly embraced, the portrait's wax masks were used to inspire younger generations to push themselves to become successful. Thus, it can be inferred that the sculpture's subject may have been a successful military leader. Republican period portrait art such as this one was initially influenced by Etruscan and Italian sculptural traditions. The Romans adopted the Etruscan traditions by honoring military leaders and other important figures in Roman society with portrait sculptures of themselves.
The late Empire marked the beginning of economical and political decline in Rome. Foreign hostiles constantly threatened Rome, forcing the Roman army to control various institutions in Roman society. As the army had assumed more responsibilities, their power increased as well. Soon the entire Roman government was controlled by the army, causing great economic and social decline. By the age of Constantine, the culture of Rome flourished with religion. The colossal head of Constantine incorporates details of typical Roman portrait sculpture. During the late Empire, the Romans had embraced themes such as idealism and absolutism, which were reflected through the late Empire art, such as the colossal head of Constantine. The eyes of the sculpture were the precursor for early Christian art. The jaw, eyebrows, and other facial features contained tight symmetry, which was typical of portrait sculpture in the late Empire.